So let's go to the next slide. So we're here at Fort Worth Astronomical Society. So hey, do we have any visitors today? Going once, going twice? Oh, no, that's not the case. No, you're not a visitor. You're exiting, but you're not a visitor. Well, good. So let's move on. So we did have some new members join since our last meeting. Yeah, we're ready. Yes. Oh, we had 4 people. Okay, great. Any of those folks here tonight? Oh, they joined the club, but they didn't come to this meeting, and they didn't bring their cash. So maybe next year. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, this is about the club. You're about the club, so we can go to the next slide. I did add a new slide. It's our mission statement. Since you're all members, you should know this. This is really for the new members and for people who watch the show on Facebook. So we can skip this one. So our resources, everything from the members handbook to our online social media presence. Let's move on. This is our landmark facility associated with the club, our dark sky site. Pretty good stuff. Let's move on. We've got telescopes and eyepieces out there people can use. Move on. And this is our social media presence. Let's move. And if you need additional information, let's say it's your first time visitor, this is where you'll find some good stuff. Let's move on. Let's do the raffle for tonight. How about that? One book that I didn't put out to show everybody, but it's David Levi's book on comets. And why is that important? Because we've got 2 out there you need to see. So it's up here as part of the raffle. What's that? Oh, I undersold it. Okay, you'll tell us all about it later. All right. What
are we doing?
Yeah, raffling.
Already?
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Well, we're in a rain delay right now. We're reining in more cash. So let's give it a few moments. Let's go to the next slide. So this is why we're here tonight. It's the swap meet. It takes the place of the presentation. We're still in a rain delay. Okay, I'll just tell you what's down here so you don't have to look through them. A book about Mars. Lots of words, lots of pictures. You'd love it. This book is all pictures of the universe. I haven't read this one yet. This is kind of an interesting title. The first 3 minutes of creation. You know, what happened right after the Big Bang. Got to be interesting, if you believe it. I don't remember that one. This is about McDonald Observatory. And then how many days are there in a year? 365. Here's the sky in 365, big book. Keep that on your coffee table. And then the aforementioned Book of Comets. Oh, can I help?
Almost there. Yeah, you can put these up. Like $14, that's your change.
So I haven't bought any lottery tickets. I have no dog in the hunt. So I'm going to pick this one first. I remembered my glasses this time. Are you ready? 480-6269. 6269. Oh, a woman whose last name is Bruce. Gotta love her. All right. So we have 3 picture books and 3 books you have to read. Oops. There you go. Perfect. Okay, the next winner is 480-6289. 6289. Okay. So I did overhear that you just joined the club tonight, is that correct? Oh. I would read the book on the comets. There you go. Okay, I've already pulled out the next one. It's 6268. 6268. Okay. Okay, so we're in the giving mood. So the next one is 6274. 6274, Maru. And let's go with the last one. I'll just go ahead and call it 6281. 6281. Yep. Yeah, just left, yep. Maru, do you have 6281 as well? Nope. Where? Okay. Come. Oh, there you go. Man, he usually has good luck. So tonight is all about the swap meet, but we do need to know what's up in the sky for the next 30 days. And here you go, Bill Hall.
I'll make it quick. This stuff isn't going to buy itself. I've already spent $50. Okay, so let's see. What's that? What's going on there? Is it me? What is that? Oh, it's the chair. Oh, it's the chair. Can you, yeah, that's fine. That's cool if you're okay with sitting there like that. Anyway, what's in the sky for the next 30 days? Next slide here. So this is Patrick McMahon's shot of, isn't that cool? It's Venus and the moon in front of I don't know what, but it's some sort of a statue of soldiers. So it's, yeah, very cool picture. Next slide. Okay, so the big stories about comets. I told you this was coming, and it's only getting better from here. Early next year, we're looking at 1, possibly 2 naked eye comets, and they're not even on the board here. So we've got, that's right. So you got 2025 R2 Swan. That's in Aquarius right now, so that's favorable, but it's dimming. 2025 A6 Lemon, which is this comet right here, Jim Putt's fine picture of this nugget right there. That's in Ophiuchus. It's I don't know if I can say that it's that it's 4.0, but at some time I think earlier this month it was 4.0. It is dimming, so catch it while you can. 2025 K1 Atlas, that's in Leo. It's dimming from magnitude 9.3. By the way, these magnitudes, except for that one, I don't know. Second guessing myself on that one because 4 is pretty nice. But these magnitudes right here are basically 2 weeks after tonight. So it's basically halfway between tonight and the next meeting. 210P Christensen. So this one's in Scorpius. This one is brightening. Right now it's at magnitude 9.8. Being that it's in Scorpius, and Scorpius is setting with the sun, that this is going to become a morning comet pretty soon, I would think. And then you've got 3I, so it's magnitude 14.9. So it's really more of a photographic comet, unless you've got a really, really big scope, like a really big scope. But it's worth saying because this is the third installment in an interstellar comet. It's coming through the solar system, but it's not in orbit around the sun. I'm sure that you've heard it in the news, so there's plenty of that going on, but it's in Virgo and it's dimming. But catch that one while you can. Next slide. Occultations and close approaches. There's really only one of note that's less than 1 degree, and that's Thursday, November 6th. It's the moon and the Pleiades. It's 49 minutes apart. This is another one of Patrick McMahon's pictures. This one's Jupiter and Venus in March 2023. Next slide. Okay, so this is the last Jovian double transit of the Jovian double transit season. The next one, the last one this year, is coming tonight. So I've already got my telescope set up. I'm going to be putting my planetary camera on there. And somebody else please take a picture, or we're going to continue to see this same picture every time there's a double transit. It's the only one I got. Next slide. New moon is on Tuesday, October 21st. This is Justin Godfrey's picture. It's a really nice capture there. Next slide. The Orionids meteor shower. So this is a Halley's Comet shower. I think the Eta Aquarids is the other one. And it peaks on Wednesday, October 22nd into the morning of Thursday, October 23rd. It's normally kind of an average shower, 10 to 20 ZHR. But some years are actually comparable to a decent Perseids. So they're fast-moving meteors, and it's actually favorable this year. It's only a couple nights. This is tomorrow night. It's like a day-old moon, so pretty darn favorable for a meteor shower. Next slide. Mercury in the evening, so it's at greatest eastern elongation in the evening sky on the 29th of October. Highest altitude at sunset is 10 degrees. That's on Friday, October 31st, and it'll be magnitude -0.2. Next slide. And there's the full moon, and that's Wednesday, November 5th. This is Ted Smith's picture of the harvest moon. Very nice. Next slide. The Taurids meteor shower. So there's two. There's a northern, or the southern is first. That's on the 4th and the 5th. And then there's the northern one, and that's on the 11th and 12th. Now, this is produced by Comet 2P, which is inky. And so this was the second comet identified as a periodic comet after Halley's Comet. So they're known for slow-moving fireballs. And the thing about the Taurids meteor shower is each of these meteor showers is on a 7-year cycle when the Earth passes through what they call a swarm. that's in the stream. So a swarm is basically a density in the stream of the comet, 2P Inkies going around the sun, it's leaving all this stuff behind it, and that, just by accretion, that, stuff just starts to, it's just dense. And so these densities that are in the streams, they're saying that the southern torids, fourth and the fifth, the southern torids, that the 2025 torids is actually what they call a swarm year. So this might be favorable for a better meteor shower than normal. Next slide. So there's the Leonids meteor shower. So we all know that every 33 years, which was at the turn of the 20th to the 21st century, 1999, 2001, 2002, they had extraordinary reports, an average of 1,700 meteors per hour, global average, and in some places up to 5,400. It was cloudy here in 1999, and I will never forget that. I'm very sad, still sad. The peak for this year's is on Sunday night. That's November 16th into Monday morning, the 17th. It's on a 25-day-old waning crescent moon. It's only at 9% illumination, so this is very favorable for this. We're not going to get some incredible meteor storm like it's going to be in maybe 2032 or 2033, but you never know. So I want to show you guys this. I've been looking for this for years, and it's any video footage of the 1999 meteor storm. Any video footage of any meteor storm I've never been able to find until last week. Next slide. It's crummy video, but it's still. Yes. That's some Chicken Little action right there, man. Sky is falling. I couldn't imagine. Anyway, this was actually taken in a plane. So NASA sent up a plane, which I'd be really nervous to be in, during a meteor storm, flying rocks, not good, 38,000 feet, and they're taking this footage. So I just knew it would blow y'all's mind. It blew mine. Next slide. By the way, I did an AI search and it came up with it, so hey, smart search. So I'm going to get through this real quick, but I'm featuring Lacerta. It's a really little constellation, and it doesn't have a whole lot of stuff in it, but it's got an interesting story. 12 stars with known planets, 3 stars with formal proper names. It's sometimes called little Cassiopeia because it's got the little W there, just like its bigger cousin. And it was first depicted by Johannes Haleves in his Star Atlas of 1687. But, next slide. Prior to 1670, this is just an interesting story. I'll get through it quick. But prior to 1670, because the space was so small in between established constellations there, nobody really bothered. You can't fit a bull in there, or a cat, or a dog, or a pair of dogs, or whatever. Can't fit it in there, so it was sort of left kind of unused. There were just stars that just didn't belong anywhere. And actually, the Chinese in the astronomical community, as it was, that the Chinese were the only ones that actually really utilized those stars in any sort of asterism in the sky, and it was called Tingxi, the flying serpent. Next slide. wow, that's it. 1670. So this guy named Augustine Royer, who was apparently a big fan of King Louis XIV, he suggested the scepter and hand of justice. And it was in honor to the king, but because of the fact that, okay, well, it's king, it's not something, it was royalist, it was political, it didn't stick. Next slide. In 1687, Johannes Halevius, he included a constellation called Stellio. And Stellio is actually a species of lizard that has spots on it that look like stars. So he went with that. He put it in his Uranographia, and it didn't really catch on, so it kind of fell into obscurity. Next slide. In 1725, John Flabsteed, he brought the lizard back. He used the Stellio stars, but he also used some Cepheus stars, which I guess don't belong to Cepheus anymore, or at least at the time. And over time, instead of calling it Stellio, everybody started just going with Lacerta. Next slide. And apparently, Johann Bode maybe just really didn't dig on the lizard and, wanted to push it again to try and honor a king. This time it was Frederick the Great. And like the other one, it just didn't stick, so everybody stuck with Lacerta. Next slide. In 1922, the International Astronomical Union officially adopted the 88 constellations that we have today. That includes Lacerta. Next slide. So I'm sorry, my gum is like breaking down. It's like gravy, I'm sorry. 1930, the IAU established definitive boundaries for the constellations. So here we've got Lacerta here. Next slide. And then actually, just last year, there's this group in the IAU called the Working Group on Star Names. And what they did was they honored Halevius by formally naming Lacerta's brightest star, Stellio. And after looking a little bit more, it's like, oh, so they gave a little nod to the Chinese by naming star V424 Tingxi. And then I looked at it a little bit more, and it was like, oh, look, what is that, King whatever, the 14th? So he's got a little star up here too. So everybody's 8th place trophy. Good job. Next slide. Caldwell 16. It's like the only one of those like catalog things besides an NGC thing that's actually in this constellation. It's an open cluster, lots of hot blue and white stars. It's kind of young. Next slide. Open star cluster. Next slide. BL Lacertae. So this was actually thought to be a variable star, like a really irregular variable star. But then after time and more research, it was identified that this was actually an extragalactic active galactic nucleus. And the variability was because its jet that was coming from its central supermassive black hole was actually pointing in line of sight to us. And so that's where the variability was. This is obviously an artist's rendering, but because of the discovery, the identification of what this thing really was, this actually became a prototype for the type of object this is, and they identified this as a new type of quasar. And they call it a blazar. Next slide. Oh, here it is. NGC 7209. So this is another open star cluster in Lacerta. Got about 150 stars in it. I'm not really big on open star clusters, but here we go. This is what it's got. But the interesting thing about this is that with, can you go back? So I got to read this. So the population of a few variables, one of them, which is SS Lacertae, is a binary that stopped varying in the mid-1900s. And they didn't know why. And it turns out that there was a third stellar component in the system which actually changed the orbit and actually altered our view of the variability, as it basically altered the line of sight from us to the star system. And actually, it's kind of a cool thing to happen. Next slide. There it is. Next slide. NGC 7197, it's a spiral galaxy. The nice dust lane, tightly wound, prominent central bulge. Next slide. This little guy right here. Next slide. This is really kind of like the gem of Lacerta. I've never seen anybody image this. It is a very, very dim, low surface brightness thing, but it's really big. It's about it's about the size of M31, about 3 degrees wide, and it's called the Gecko Nebula, Scarlet Letter Nebula. It's an emission nebula, and it's a great star-forming region in Lacerta. Next slide. Just beautiful. You can see the gecko there, and the scarlet letter. So, yeah, it's really, really pretty nebula. Next slide. And so that's it about Lacerta. The Skylive's got a listing of 38 deep sky objects, but they're all very small, they're all very dim, but now you know about Lacerta, and I would suggest that you look a little bit further into blazars, because that's actually a very fascinating topic right there. Next slide. And this is Chris Ashford's picture. This is a 3-panel mosaic of, what do we have here? We've got the iris, and we got all sorts of other goodies in here. There's the iris, and yeah, he can tell you all about it. I think the wizard's in here too. But yeah, keep looking up, and now it's time to buy stuff.
Thank you. So we do have a we do have a quick business meeting to go through, and first up is Constantine with he's our treasurer, and he's going to give us the monthly budget report.
Thank you. I hear these reports are as popular as what's up in the sky. Is that true? No? Okay, up on your screen, this is our monthly treasurer's report. Right now we're sitting at $42,108. Not a lot of activity this past month, pretty quiet. But the bottom half is more interesting. Please note that we did make a loan repayment of $1,560, reducing our loan. Now we're down to $8,880. And we still have a Rising Star Development Fund balance of $2575. Any questions on this report? Okay, I have one more bit of information. No, we didn't get our... There it is, okay. Our revised bylaws stipulate that we present to you twice a year a balance sheet. For those of you that aren't familiar with balance sheets, it's basically a net worth calculation, assets minus liabilities. This report, this balance sheet, like all financial reports, is time sensitive. So on September 10th, this is where we stood. We have assets, including cash in the bank, prepaid items for the year, and fixed real estate. And the sum of all the assets, as you can see, is $173,400. 186. Liabilities, we have short-term and long-term, but they're both specific to Rising Star alone. And you can see our liabilities there at $10,528. So our equity as a club is $162,658. There's a lot more information here, but I don't want to take up a lot of your time. Any questions? Is this interesting? Yeah, yeah, okay, great. Thank you.
So if you wake up tonight and you have a question about the balance sheet, send him an email. treasurer@fortworthastro.com. Okay, so this is the executive board report. There's no report. The infrastructure is no report. Business meeting, we want to give you an opportunity here in the club if anybody has any business to bring forth. No report. Let's move on. Okay, our monthly reports, first is the announcements, and we have two of those. And the first one is the holiday party for this year is scheduled for Saturday, December 13th at our normal place, Spring Creek Barbecue in Bedford. Besides having dinner together and sharing the good times over the past year, we typically do a voluntary gift exchange. And if you wish to participate, bring a gift in the $20 to $30 range. And then the next one is an update on Three Rivers Ranch that's coming up this weekend. And Michelle's working her way up front. And I'll meet her at the pass. Your choice.
Okay, Three Rivers. This year we have had such wonderful participation. Right now we stand at 39 people coming. A mixture of people in cabins, in bunks, in RVs. So it's going to be really a great group. Whether everybody has been asking about it, it's going to depend on how the front goes through. So Friday is iffy, but Saturday right now looks like it'll be okay. We do, of course, we don't have the 30-inch because they had damages to the roof that houses that scope, but we will have access to the 20-inch and then I guess the large refractor because they have not said there's a problem with that. So those scopes will be running. I know some weekends that I've been out there, if I haven't found it in my scope, I've been able to go to one of the Three Rivers scopes and they've found something there. So sometimes if you get tired of looking through your own, you can find something there. TJ Harden, is TJ here tonight? Okay, I didn't have a face to put with you. Okay, Saturday night meal, I still need to get with you, need to talk to Ted, but I think we're pretty much all set. Does anybody have any questions about the weekend?
Do you know what the temperature is supposed to be like after the front moves through?
After the front moves through, I haven't checked the daytime temperatures, but last I saw they were going to be in 70s and 80s. Night times will be down in the mid-50s, mid to low 50s. So bring warm clothing because it will get cool in the evenings and night times. And some of you astrophotographers obviously like to stay out all night. So I'm an early person, so I don't usually, well, Three Rivers is different. Usually I can close up the scope about 11 or 12 at Rising Star, but at Three Rivers, when the viewing is good, it is so good that I just keep going and going and going. So it's a good time. And there is still room in the bunkhouses, both men's and women's, if you still want to go ahead and come, okay? So if so, send me an email, let me know, or let me know tonight, okay?
Great, thank you, Michelle. All right, let's hear it for Michelle. So going to our standard reports. So if you normally give a report, like Patrick, he's working his way down. Why don't you come forward and we can just run through these.
All right, thank you. So we're now starting to get to the busy season of the outreach. Also, we're way overdue for some rain, so we'll see how this works out. So the first one, I've got an update on that. We're going to reschedule that. They've had a change of plans, so disregard the first one on the 29th. So the next one after that would be on the 3rd, star party for a church group there. On the 6th, we're back at the Keith House. We did a star party for them in June, just down the road from here. It's pretty good turnout. Then on the 7th, we got another one for River Legacy. Okay, next slide. Then we got Diamond Hill on the 11th. Got Kirkpatrick on the 13th. So like I said, this week's a little busy. Like I said, it depends on the weather, how many of these are going to happen. And then on the 14th, we got a over here, Rosewood. This is a new location, so we're going to check them out on Rose in Richland Hills. And then our next Dinosaur Valley Star Party is on the 15th. And so we've got up to, and then one more. This is the annual Bowie High Stargazing. I've done that a few years. Not bad turnout. So and that'll be on the 17th. As usual, I'll post these on the e-group.
Thank you, Patrick. Not this meeting. Okay. Tandy Hills. John, are you here? Okay, so the next Tandy Hills Star Party is this coming Saturday, on the October 25th. Let's go to the next slide. So this is the address of Tandy Hills where people convene. And even though we are doing the 3RR, there appears to be enough people left behind that they will man this star party, which is interesting because we get quite a few people at the Tandy Hills. Quite a few guests come in to look through our telescopes. All right, next slide. Young astronomers, I'll cover this for Sci. We're still working on getting the real estate or the classroom rented. The curriculum's all ready to go. We just need a place to give the class. But once we work out those issues, we'll announce the times and locations of the next Young Astronomers program. Let's go on. 1687, I'll cover this again. We did have a party on October 4th, and it was just a great group of folks who live down in Burleson. They requested a star party, so they came. They were very interested. They were kind of wanted to know why the object would move out of the field of view of the eyepiece. And so we then started talking about the rotation of the Earth, and that was just mind-boggling. So it was a very interesting night, but it was a fun night with those guests. The next event is on the 25th, and there are quite a few people. I think I have 4 or 5 people signed up for that. But if you're interested, contact Bob Circus for details. And we do offer a $50 gas reimbursement for those volunteers who participate in those star parties. Okay? Oh, I'll do Michelle's. No report. Palo Pinto, no change. Isn't that right, Tom? Okay, moving on. The Cross Plains Public Library, let's do that. Back in late September, Mark Kowalski presented this presentation, The Night Sky, There's More Than Meets the Eye. He was mostly talking about how you could see various things in the sky if your eyes were actually a photography camera. But it was more than just that and pretty pictures. It was really Mark's astronomy journey from when he was 5 years old and the book that his mother gave him on astronomy to where he is today. And it was a pretty remarkable story. And then we went to the show barn north of town and we gave him a star party, which worked out pretty well. And then website and media, Georgia Online. We have nobody online, so I'll cover this one. No report. Okay. And this is our presentation from next month about the planet Mercury from Dr. Hans Bernhardt. So I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I have no idea what it's going to cover. Yes?
It was Mercury or Mars, and I figured everybody had heard enough
Okay, sounds good. And I don't know, people going to the social house afterwards, or, so, yeah. So the answer was always. All right. So very good. So that's on. And the next slide. So I need a motion to adjourn and to start the swap meet. We have a motion, need a second, got a second. So raise your hand, all in favor? Yay. All those opposed, same sign. Okay, we are adjourned. Let's start the swap meet.